leaf stripping. So defoliation, some people call it. Some people swear that you shouldn't leaf strip at all in flower in particular. So I think a lot of people do agree that some sort of leaf stripping, or some people consider it lollipopping, where you're removing the lower third or lower quarter of growth so the bud development can focus on the top part of the plant. Doing defoliation to remove leaves so light can penetrate down into the canopy. What's your thoughts on that? And then also going into flower, there are people who are adamant that you should be leaf stripping in flower during some of the prime weeks of bud production, and it actually helps with bud production.
So I do a leaf stripping trimming from day 1 of flower all the way until day 21. I might push it until day 25, day 26, whatever. I pretty much try to schedule it in where I can schedule it with my life, right? I do think the beginning of flower, I believe it's important. It's very important to trim and to get rid of those lowers, because most of us aren't focusing on light penetration and pushing the light as low as possible, spreading out our plants as much as possible. A lot of us are focusing on trying to get the best yield and the best quantity. So they're not focusing on the inside branches and all of this. So how I always have done it, and how I try to push and try to show my stream, is from day 1 all the way until day 21. I pretty much do every other day. I'm taking a handful of leaves off, and I'm like what you said, lollipopping. I'm starting from the bottom, moving my way all the way up. So by day 21, I pretty much have a fully lollipopped plant, or all of my plants are fully lollipopped, and everything that's below either your net or everything that's below the farthest your light can travel has been removed. Because your leaves are your solar panels. If they're not getting any light, they're not doing anything. They're just sitting there. So they're just a home for bugs. They're a home for the bottom canopy, the bottom canopy icky stuff that you don't want. And I have been trying out different trimming methods of trimming from day 1 all the way to day 21, and then not doing anything until day 42 in flower, like what you mentioned, an end of flower cycle trim, to try and either open up the remaining bud sites that are kind of a little bit lower on everything that's now grown out and everything, because everything's now just exploded. So now you're trying to open up some of these lower bud sites for the last 2-3 weeks, right? Because you don't want that bud in the middle that's all squished together and all, or that flower in the middle. You don't want any of that, because it's just not what you're looking for, or it's not what I'm looking for. So I just remove it.
This clip is brought to you by AC Infinity. Use discount code MrGrow at 15 to save on any of their products.